Good morning, Joe. We're starting out with aerial flood warnings as residual flooding continues after our week of severe weather and just these storms with very heavy rain sitting over the same spot. So please keep that in mind. Dry roads this morning, mostly sunny, things pretty quiet. 70 degrees in Springfield, 68 right now in Branson, and 69 in Harrison. These dew points will be pretty sticky in the middle and upper 60s, and that's pretty humid out there this morning. You can feel the air out there, and it will be humid as we head through the afternoon. So as you're firing up the barbecue, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the middle and upper 80s, partly cloudy through the overnight tonight. We do keep a threat for some thunderstorms by this evening, mainly to the north and west. And if we get clipped by these storms, we're looking at a severe threat, mainly for large hail and damaging winds. But that tornado threat is low, but not zero. So hour by hour, we're mostly dry and warm, temperatures in the middle and upper 80s. Then we can see we get clipped by some of these storms to the northwest of the interstate by this evening and part of the overnight. Temperatures around 70 tomorrow morning, a mix of sun and clouds, and some more middle 80s tomorrow afternoon. Can't rule out a storm up to the north as we kick off Memorial Day weekend tomorrow. 84 degrees on Sunday. A healthier chance of storm is there, and then keep a storm risk to the north on Memorial Day with a high of 85, which is above average, but not as hot as last year. Joe?
We've always been told by our older folks that a tornado would never hit Jeff City because it was too hilly.
Despite that, Wednesday night in Jeff City, dozens were left injured after a devastating tornado came through town. Winds reached as high as 160 miles an hour. People were trapped in homes and power lines knocked down. The mayor of Jeff City said it was preparing for rising water, not a strong tornado. While visiting that damage, Governor Mike Parsons said he's thankful there were no fatalities there. Eldon also saw some heavy damage, even though we spoke to a resident who says her family almost slept through this whole event.
We sleep right where that tree is on our roof. If it would have come through our roof, we would have probably been pinned in our bed.
Cleanup efforts continue around the state today as crews continue to remove debris. The National Weather Service has confirmed 4 tornadoes from last night's storms. The map that you're seeing here shows the path of how it tracked across southwest Missouri. An EF3 tornado hit Carl Junction and was on the ground for 9 miles. Yesterday, crews got a first look at the extent of the damage through drone video. City leaders are expecting FEMA to come and assess the area for damages as well. Governor Parson also visited homeowners in the area. He says he's going to do what he can at the state level to ensure the needs of Briarbrook are met. Willard Fire and Rescue and the Greene County Sheriff's Office responded to a water rescue last night by Clear Creek. A mother called for help after she and her 3 kids veered off a private driveway that was covered. The car was stuck in about 1.5 to 2 feet of water. Everyone in that car was safely rescued, and it was towed about an hour after the call. Fire and Rescue Chief Ken Scott encourages people to now watch out for those roadways.
Turn around, don't drown, and remember that running, fast moving water looks like black asphalt at nighttime. So just got to be careful in the evening.
Can be very difficult in the evening, but overall, these are things that you want to watch out for because water rescues were happening frequently over the past week as flooding continues to be a concern in the region. And there were water rescues even over in Joplin. Elisa Raffa, now you're talking about the flooding concerns that we have for our area after these storms, right?
Yeah, we still have the flooding concerns, and we're still trying to survey the damage. The National Weather Service is tirelessly trying to get this done after 3 consecutive days of severe weather. So looking at some of these tornado plots, we're going to talk about these in detail because these were some of the strongest tornadoes that we've seen definitely this season and really in a couple of years. An EF3 tornado confirmed near Carl Junction with 140 mile per hour winds. A weaker EF0 at 81 mile per hour winds near Oronogo. A strong EF3 also near Golden City. This was on the ground for 22 minutes. The EF3 that hit Jeff City was also on the ground for 25 minutes with a path length of 19 miles. Again, the flood threat continues too because we've got aerial flood warnings going through today. If you look at these rain totals, just bright reds on the map. Storm totals since Monday are about 9 inches in Joplin, over 8 inches in Springfield, which is why that flood threat continues even with the sunshine today. Joe?
We move on to some medical coverage for you today. It's been less than a month since medical marijuana sales first started in Arkansas. More than 50 pounds have been distributed already to patients, but Still, not everyone is on board with this just yet. Hannah Zettel joins us live in studio today to explain why.
That's right, Joe. The owner of a local pharmacy chain in Jefferson County, Arkansas, is now suing the state's first medical marijuana dispensary due to the similarity of its name and logo. Doctor's Orders Pharmacy, located in Pine Bluff, filed a federal lawsuit Wednesday against Doctor's Orders RX, a dispensary found in Hot Springs, demanding the dispensary immediately stop using the name, terms, and symbols in the operation in advertising. The dispensary has yet to comment on the pending litigation, but a spokesperson for the Arkansas Medical Marijuana Commission says it can file a trade name change with the commission at any time, which would not impact day-to-day operation. The pharmacy is claiming trademark infringement, and for the owner, it's about upholding the public perception around a name he's used for a decade.
Some people in our business are not particularly fond of the marijuana law passing. We're not falling down on one side or the other. We're not looking to shut down another business. We simply don't want them using our name and causing the confusion that's gone on. It's two completely different types of businesses.
DICE is hoping for a hearing on this next week. Both the pharmacies and dispensary are registered with the Arkansas Secretary of State's office and listed in good standing.
All right, Hannah Zettel this morning, thank you. We have some more local news for you. The Springfield Fire Department has its numbers report for 2018. Assistant Chief Brian Newberry tells us that they responded to about 850 fires last year, and the leading cause was from cooking incidents. In fact, 32% of those calls were due to a fire that began from people not following proper safety tips when cooking or grilling. The most concentrated area in town that fires occurred were right in the area where Fire Station 13 is set to be built on West College Street. Demolition on a couple of vacant homes has begun, and plans to design the station will start up in January.
It takes a while, what they call travel time, for us in order to get there. And it is our highest call volume area. So we want to build a fire station in an area that's got the highest demand for services. And also our support units, or companies that are coming in to assist that first arriving company, is also a long travel time for them. So this addresses multiple needs.
It's a big travel weekend coming up, but you can expect slightly lower gas prices for Memorial Day weekend. The national average is $2.85 a gallon. That's about 10 cents lower than a year ago. AAA estimates a record 37.6 million people will be on the roads this holiday weekend, which is up 3.5% from last year. Let's take a look now at what's coming up on CBS this morning.
I'm Anthony Mason. Coming up, senators from opposite parties working together. Their plan to help businesses pay off workers' student loans. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
All right, and we also need to take a look at what's trending here this morning over across the pond. Theresa May already made this announcement. She will step down as the leader of the Conservative Party. That's going to happen on June 7th. That means the new Conservative Party leader will become prime minister without a general election. She took over in July of 2016, made her statement today, said it was an honor. Her main regret is not making Brexit happen. And you guys recall, we've had so many of these Brexit updates, right?
Right.
October 31st is when this is supposed to happen, but Parliament still hasn't approved this yet. And that likely won't happen now either.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while now.
Right. And also, we need to point out, check your burgers and steaks when you're going to grill this weekend. I know you guys big on the grill, right? We know Jeremy Rabe and Kelly Smith also big on the grill, right? But the USDA is recalling more than 62,000 pounds of beef due to E. coli concerns. They're concerned about what was packaged at the Aurora Packing Company in Illinois. More than 40 products involved. They've already been shipped across the country. They have the establishment number 788 with the USDA inspection mark, and they'll note they haven't seen any reported cases of illnesses yet. Just need to watch out. Make a precaution.
Not
Memorial
a good
Day.
weekend for that.
Yes, certainly not a good weekend for that. Good movie time, though, right?
Yes.
We got a winner from the Buzz. Who's going to the movies, right? Now, if I can get it out of the thing. That was sticking to the side of the popcorn bucket.
Okay.
Blair Sapau is going to the movies right now. Favorite genre is comedy.
Yes,
Blair,
nice.
Me too. Fantastic. Loves watching Daybreak and Ozarks Live and movies with my hubby. So there you go.
Very nice.
Very nice. Enjoy the movies there. One last check of our forecast before we head on off this weekend.
Yeah, that holiday weekend kicks off with some sunshine today, 87 degrees of storm risk to the north and west. We'll keep that storm risk to the north Saturday, maybe a little bit more widespread on Sunday, but no day this weekend will be a washout, so that's some good news there.
We will take that. Thank you for starting your Friday off with us, everyone. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend.